Hey, this is Pat, and today we're checking out the all-new Sedici Strada 3 Mips Integra TX top liner. Now, it looks very small, but it's actually really cool. I'm pretty stoked that this is coming to market. This is going to be a top liner to fit the Sedici Strada 3 ECE model, not the Primo, just the ECE model of the Strada 3, where you can add Mips in to the helmet even if it didn't come out of the box with it. So you can buy this top liner, it's right around the $50 price point, and you can add it into any one of the Strada 3 ECE models to make sure that you have that Mips technology, that multi-directional impact protection system technology to absorb a little bit more impacts when it comes to the event of a crash or the event of a slide. It gets you a little bit more protection, all for that, like I said, around $50 price point. It's really cool. We actually saw this in MotoGP with Aleix Espargaró. He wanted to use some of the Mips technology that he uses out cycling all the time. He brought that in. He actually worked with his helmet manufacturer that didn't have a Mips model and started building this Integra TX liner a few years ago with Mips. And it's cool to see this is going to be the first option on the market commercially for most riders out there. The Strada 3 helmet and the Strada 2, the predecessor, which this doesn't fit with, but the Strada 3, it's one of the most popular models in the entire motorcycling segment. It's on the most riders out there, and not every one of them has a Mips version. So I like that Sedici's bringing it to the table to give you a Mips certification in there, all for around or under the $50 price point. You can add that into your helmet and get the Mips technology in there. So not too much to talk about when I'm looking at the top liner and showing you here. One thing I just want to call out is it's all built inside of the actual liner itself. It's going to be foam. It's going to be a little bit of a TPU slip liner, which helps that slip, with the fleece on the back that actually grips to allow that slip to happen. And if you kind of look at the sides, you can see my hands can slip a little bit, but not too much. That's the technology that we're talking about. That's what's actually protecting the brain in there. Now, I will say, if you swap it out, there's a couple sacrifices that you make from the liner that's already in the Strada 3 to this Mips TX Integra TX liner, and that is you don't get the adjustable foam in there, which makes sense. Mips doesn't want to rule out any sort of fitment or anything like that when it comes to the certification. So you do have a little bit of slip in there, but you lose that adjustability. You lose a little bit of the ventilation because, of course, that TPU slip liner had to be fully surrounding the head. So you lose a little bit of that ventilation. And now Mips does say they'd prefer if you take this into a shop to be installed, but it does come with detailed instructions in the box on how to install this inside your helmet. And it even comes with a little Mips sticker that you can toss on the back of the helmet to let first responders or just your buddies know that you are wearing a Mips certified helmet. I'm sure that's just for Mips alone to get their marketing out there as well. But I want to take a peek I actually cut one of these liners up just to give you a peek at the interior liner in here. And it's a really simple system, but it's really clever how they pulled this off. So you do have the foam up against the head. You have a little bit of more foam behind that. And then you have that TPU slip film built into the entire liner with a little bit of ventilation ports in there. But you can see it allows just a little bit of movement to the head, side to side and top and front and back, everything like that in the event of an accident. You get that slip liner in there, which is as simple as it is and really reflects in the price too. It gives you that Mips certification when it comes to the overall protection without really sacrificing too much. Again, I mentioned the ventilation as well as the adjustability, but considering you are getting a Mips certified helmet at that point and a Mips certification in the protection built into it. But if you have any other questions, click that info button. That's going to take you over to the product page where you can read other rider reviews and see what other riders are saying about this all new top liner. If you still have questions about that, you're curious on which size is right for you or which model of Strada 3 it will fit into, give us a call. You can always reach out to our customer service agents. They're all riders out there, happy to help you get set up for your next ride. I want to thank you for joining me and checking out the all new Sedici Strada 3 Integra TX Mips liner. I'm Pat, and I'll see you in the next video.